they work their way through turns 3 and 4. Looking, green flag.
Racing down into turns 1 and 2. Mason Daniel on the bottom. Thomas Kennedy the high side. Daniel across the nose of the 21K. Kennedy turns it down to the bottom, side by side for the race lead to open things up.
Jamie Ball moves up into the 3rd spot as Kennedy now rockets across the bottom of turn number 3, sliding to the cushion in turn 4 to lead them here in lap number 1. Mason Daniel running 2nd. Jamie Ball 3rd. Scott Boguski 4th in the battle for 5th. Here comes Brian Brown to the inside of Joe Beaver.
He's going to work across the nose of the 53, and he will take the spot away from Joe Beaver. Move the 21 of Brian Brown up into 5th. Now Beaver back to 6th. Now he's about to be under fire as you've got Tasker Phillips running down to his inside.
Tasker puts the left front up on the inside berm, and he'll move to the inside of Joe Beaver and take the spot as they work down the front straightaway. Back up front, Jamie Ball in that 3rd spot, battling it out with Scott Boguski, who gets 4 wheels over the cushion. Oh, Tasker Phillips into the wall in turn 2. Right rear tire comes off and bouncing down the back straightaway.
Caution lights will blink on by the Knoxville Raceway.
Kennedy bringing him down to the cone. Mason Daniel right behind him as they race into turn number 1. The green flag waves. Kennedy goes back to the top. Here comes Boguski around the inside of Jamie Ball. He'll move up into the 3rd spot. Down the back chute now. Here comes Jamie Ball to the inside. Side by side for 3rd as they race into 3.
You've got a 4-car battle for that 3rd spot brewing up right now. Jamie Ball has it. Scott Boguski trying to take it away from him. You had Brian Brown and you had the 27 of Greg Hodnett in there. Now Hodnett shuffle back. Swindell's going to make his way by, and here comes Joe Beaver at 53. He's going to get back into the top 5.
Brian Brown leaves the cushion and rockets across the bottom of turn number 2 now to move back around the inside of Joe Beaver. He'll bring Hodnett with him. Brian Brown now knocking on the door of Boguski. He'll go to the high side. Here comes Hodnett back to the inside of Joe Beaver.
Greg Hodnett, the 27, working patiently around the bottom of the Knoxville Raceway. He's got Joe Beaver. He's going after Brian Brown. Now Brown on the cushion whips it up and gets by him. One way up into the cushion. That was Lee Gross in 4.
He had her way up in the junk as it went through 1 and 2, but back up front, Thomas Kennedy continues to lead. Mason Daniel running 2nd. Jamie Ball 3rd. Scott Boguski 4th. In the battle in the 5th spot now. Brian Brown has it. Now he'll go to the inside of Boguski. Oh boy! Wheel to wheel in turn number 2. Boguski too tough around the outside.
Good close racing, and Greg Hodnett going to capitalize on that. Brian Brown spun the tires a little bit. He's going to thread the needle now as they work through turns 3 and 4. Greg Hodnett, the 27. Brown turns it back to his inside. Brian Brown not giving up that easily in the Casey's General Store 21.
Brian Brown found the middle as he entered into turn number 1. Got up on the cushion there in turn number 2 now to take the spot back. Here comes Hodnett back around the inside of Brian Brown. Down into turn number 3. Boy, what a run Hodnett gets as he enters the turn. But Brian Brown strong off the top of the racetrack. He'll put the whip to her down the first straightaway.
Brian Brown turns it off at the top and down to the bottom. He gets a great run now. Goes after Boguski again. Hodnett, they switch lines again in turns 1 and 2. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Will it end here? Hodnett now set to sights on the 20 of Scott Boguski. This time he's going to work the bottom side of the speedway. Now tries to roll it out. Brian Brown is there in 21.
From 3rd to 7th, nose to tail as they race into turn number 1.
Boy, Scott Boguski just air braked that thing in a huge way in the middle of turns 1 and 2. He just lost all kinds of ground, and here comes Sammy Swindell. He got a 3-for-1 deal to the back straightaway. Sammy Swindell, old guys rule in this one.
Well, they've always said here historically at Knoxville, the fastest part of the racetrack is the exit of turn number 2, and Sammy Swindell showed it in the last lap. Now he'll go back to the bottom of turn number 2 now and closing in on Jamie Ball. Look at the drive. He gets off the bottom of the turn and rockets down into turn number 3. Wheel to wheel as they race into 4.
Jamie Ball tries to turn it down the racetrack to try to keep his momentum up and work that middle line. The 3S of Sammy Swindell, though, there to take it away as we'll report back to the leaders for just a moment. The 21K, Thomas Kennedy continuing to lead this thing as he works into slower traffic. Mason Daniel trying desperately to run him down.
Well, they're about a half a lap ahead of the 3rd place spot, Sammy Swindell. Thomas Kennedy leading as they work on the top side of the racetrack. Mason Daniel, some 15 car lengths back in closing as they race down the back straightaway. Then it's a half a straightaway or a half a lap back to Sammy Swindell in 3rd. Jamie Ball in the 4th spot, and Brian Brown rounds out your top 5. This one is not done yet. Down the back straightaway, here comes Mason Daniel within 3 car lengths, now 2 car lengths, and soon your race will be. Look at Daniel turn the car hard to the left. He goes to the bottom, finds the wet stuff, and makes a run down the front straightaway.
Boy, for a minute, it looked like maybe something was going on wrong with the car. Instead, he was just turning it down to try to get to the bottom. He's watching what's going on in front of him, and he's looking for room to run, and he may have it here. Lap cars side by side right in front of your leaders. Where are they going to go? They have to report to the high side. Kennedy, can he use him as a pick now as they come around into the closing laps?
As we mentioned before the race, the dude from Dover, Danny Lasowski, turns the wrenches on Mason Daniel's car, and you can bet your paycheck here tonight. He's giving him a few tips on how to race this track. Down the back straightaway, Daniel in the 2nd spot, but here comes Sammy Swindell. This one's not over as they come to the white flag. flag.
Watching those two chase each other. Sammy Swindell comes down to the white flag. He's battling for the second spot now. Does he have enough to maybe get up and get a win here? He gets around Mason Daniel. He goes to the high side, exiting turn number 2. Does he have enough to get the 21K at Thomas Kennedy?
He won with the Arctic Cat All-Star Circuit of Champions, and he's going